Can you buy a full electric vehicle that's no more than 2 years old for 10 grand? That's what I'm going to try and achieve in this mini series of videos, similar to the previous challenge, if you like, that I got sent a few months ago, where I tried to buy a full electric vehicle for under £5,000 that still had its original range intact. That was done, dusted. It was the Renault Zoe. It was brilliant, but I needed the money from that to fund this, and that's now sold and is starting its new life in the Isle of Man, which you have to say is the perfect place for a Renault Zoe. Now, a 2-year-old car, just put this into some sort of context. A Ford Fiesta, obviously this will be petrol, the cheapest 2021 or newer Fiesta on Auto Trader right now is nearly £11,000. And electric cars are typically more expensive than their petrol counterparts. A Volkswagen Up petrol, £10,495 for a 2021 range. And if we look at a Vauxhall Corsa, so these are all relatively cheap small cars, £10,500 for a 2021 version. So if EVs are indeed more expensive on the used market than the petrol counterparts, this is going to be quite a challenge. As in the Zoe video, the same rules apply. I'm just going to use Auto Trader to try and find what I'm after, because everyone has access to that. I don't have any trade contacts, I can't access auctions or anything like that. So what I'm doing today and in the previous videos, and maybe any future ones, anyone can recreate. That's the whole point. I'm not doing something that's near impossible. I'm doing something which essentially, if you're patient enough anyway, anyone can do. Only with this one, even I don't think it's possible. A 2-year-old full electric car, and I mean an actual car, not a Citroen Ami or a Renault Twizy or anything like that. Just a 2-year-old one? That's a bit of a struggle. Now, I've been keeping an eye on the used EV market for years, on and off, because of various videos, but for things like this, I've been doing it with some intent, shall we say, for months. So I've already got a fair idea on what I might be able to aim for, but at the moment, there's nothing that ticks the criteria, shall we say. There's a few on Auto Trader that are suitable, but are just too expensive at the moment. But the longer they're up there, typically anyway, the more likely someone's going to drop the price, or it's going to be, they're going to be willing to take an offer or something like that. So I think this is going to be one of those where I'm just going to have to chance it. So that's what I'm hoping for, because at the moment, there's literally nothing in full electric car world that is £10,000 or less, and no older than 2 years old. Anyway, I might as well skip forward to when I've got something to show you. I've favourited or saved a few cars that I am keeping an eye on here, but for now, there's nothing. In the previous video, when I was finding the Zoe, I said you had to make sacrifices when you find a car. So I had to travel to Wales and all that sort of stuff. Well, on this one, I found the car I'm looking for whilst we're away for the first time without any children on my wife's birthday. So we're both sacrificing things.
Oh, clearly, yeah. We're in full sacrificial mode.
Yes. Am I going to pay for this later on?
Maybe.
Ooh. Well, some things fall apart. I've found the car. I won't say what it is yet because I'm still looking for one, but ultimately it was 200 quid below 10 grand. It was within 2 years old. It was a full electric car. It fit the bill perfectly. Now what happened is the dealership that was selling it screwed up. I obviously couldn't ring them, so I thought, right, first thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to ring them. I won't even haggle. I'm just going to, it's too good a price. I'm just going to go for it. Anyway, I rung them up, said, hi, I'd like to talk about this car, ask a few questions. I got this, history, that. I got both keys, blah, blah, blah. And it's only 2 years old, so full warranty on the whole car. So I've no real issues with buying it, over the phone as such, as long as cosmetically it's fine. They put me through to the business manager or whoever, it's always someone else, isn't it? I'll ask my manager syndrome. And said, right, we'll like to take your deposit. I got my card ready. I had it all in front of me and said, right, okay, the deposit is £99 for a total of 11,300. And I went, whoa there, car boy, hang on a minute. The price is 9,800. Well, that's not what I've got here. I'm looking at Auto Trader, it says 9.8. I'm looking on your website, which is, again, main dealer website, it says 9.8. Give us a second. They go away, they come back. Oh, I'm afraid somebody's made a mistake on our digital team. So that was it. I thought it was too good to be true for a price from a main dealer especially. And there you go, 9.8, whoops, it's actually 11.3. But we could probably still do an offer, good finance, things like that. Screw it, no, I'm sorry. So, there we go. Boring story for you, just to kill some time on YouTube. Well, it's been a few weeks since that, and quite frankly, there's been absolutely nothing. There's been a few close calls, as it were. There were a couple that were around 10,300. They went within an hour and a half. An hour and a half, even sounded really Yorkshire. They went in 90 minutes, according to the dealers when I rung them up. And that's something I have noticed across the board. So, as I said, I keep an eye on the market at all price levels, and have done for ages. And the big depreciation and cheap used EVs, well, cars in general, but used EVs especially, it plateaued probably a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago, and now it's starting to climb again. Used prices are going back up. I even found this article online which mentions used EVs, an 80% increase in sales. And that's because when things get cheap enough, lots of people buy them. So the Renault Zoe that I bought, what will be now a few months ago, I think there's one on Auto Trader, which I reckon you could get for just under £5 grand. But now, I'm not sure that's achievable anymore because of the prices going back up again. Which means if all I've seen a couple at 10.2, 10.3 and went instantly, I don't think I'll be able to get it under 10 grand. But I'm still going to get as close as possible. I want to get something which is reasonable. You know, not high mileage, moderate at best. But other than this, as I said, maybe this won't work. Right, okay, update. It's been a few weeks since I said this might not be possible, and I don't think it will be. I still think what I'm looking at, because I have sort of, as I said, I've seen one that I'm going to ring up about when they're open anyway. But yeah, I don't think it's possible, quite frankly. And given that prices are rising, it won't be possible. I'm going to try to hit the 10 grand 2-year mark, but I think I'm going to miss it a little bit. So hopefully you can, there's a little bit of an allowance here. I still think what I'm getting is an utter fantastic car at a very good price, but it won't be that. Hope it's still there, and fingers crossed. Right, I'm going to ring them up and see what they say. It's just coming stock according to Auto Trader, at least. It's still on their website. But as I found out before, sometimes you ring up and there's a screw up or it's gone and they're taking off the for sale bit. Hi, yeah, I'm ringing up about a car you've got for sale. Yeah, I'm familiar with the car. So, yeah. It's just damaged in terms of like a scuffed bumper sort of thing. You know, something that would require paint. I mean, expecting the odd stone chip. Yeah. Well, I would expect so. You get Yorkshire discount. It's about, to be honest, there was a few from Car Giant down south about a month ago that were 10.2-ish for about the same age and mileage. Right, car purchased. Well, deposit put down. There's a train at 12:20. It's 11:20. So let me get the paperwork out of the way. And she said that it's just literally come off, preparation. So this is what I mean by you got to be quick. I'm very happy with this, and I'm going to try and sneak it past the missus to see if she'd prefer it instead of the Mini, and then we can sell the Mini. Its range is good enough. It's just, you know, it's a second car. I don't need to do long journeys. It's small. It's got all the things you'd want. You know, it's a brilliant car. Right, we're here. We've arrived.
Yeah, we are.
About 1 hour on the train instead of 5 or 6 to Wales, so that's a good bonus there. So yeah, we're about to enter Car Shop, which is a good name because we're shopping for cars. Well, picking the car up. So I can't see it, but it's a huge place. There's loads. You can't see on camera, but there's hundreds of cars. It's one of those supermarkets. So let's go inside. So are you going to pay? You're going to pay for this one, and I'll get the next.
No, we didn't agree on this.
Oh, don't forget, as we're in a dealership, any free cans of Coke or like that, swipe as much as possible.
Definitely.
Just spent all this money. They can afford a can of Coke. Any nibbles, Twixes, Whispers, they're a bonus. Right, so we're done. Car is bought. It's just behind that van, and I'm going to show you it in the next video, because this is YouTube. Of course I'm not going to make you wait. I thought about it, I really did. But no, this is the car right here. But before I show you that, I just want to show you how efficient this thing was on the way back from Wakefield. Just over 40 miles I think it was. Because I knew how efficient it was. I knew how good this car is because we've tested it on the channel before. But on that 45-mile journey-ish, driving economically in rainy weather, look at this. 7.3 miles per kilowatt hour. I mean, that's astonishing for a Renault Twizy, let alone an actual car. So that's just one reason why this thing is so good. And from that screenshot, some people will already know what I'm talking about. For those that don't, we have given it a name, which also is a massive clue. We've called it the Mini-Me. It's the Seat Me. What a machine. Driving it around for work for about 4 days, 140-50 miles, 6.5 miles per kilowatt hour. It's an efficient thing, really efficient in fact. So how much was it? Did I hit the 10 grand target? It is 2 years old. End of August 2021 this was registered, and that's when I bought it. When this video goes up isn't when I've videoed all this. There is a lag. But ultimately, how much do you reckon? Did I get it for 10 grand? Was it a bit over? Was it under? For that, you will have to wait until the next video. So thank you ever so much for watching, guys. If you want to support the channel and allow me to buy cool things like this, then just like and subscribe. That's the best way. If you want the videos like this on a Sunday instead of a Friday, then click the join button. That's 99p. Usually when you get something cheap, it's for a reason. Thank you for watching, guys. Again, see you soon.